So you bought a frozen pizza dough and sauce from Trevor's Pizza, and you're sitting there going, what the hell do I do with that now? Well, I'm here to walk you through from start to finish. You need to plan ahead a little bit. The dough needs to be thawed or proofed for 5 hours straight out of the freezer onto your countertop. I'll stuck it on top of my fridge, but that's no big deal. Or if you put it in overnight, 2 to 3 hours. What you want it to do is come to room temperature. And ideally, it'll go from being a solid lump of dough to rising a bit like this one has, and it gets a little bit puffy and a little nice, and it's all ready for you to make pizza. When you're ready for some pizza, once you've gone through that little step, you preheat your oven to 500 degrees, which I've already done, so I won't go through that. And then if you want to use a pizza stone, which you can use a pizza stone to launch directly onto, or a pizza pan. I would throw it in there right now for preheating. But we're not gonna do that today. We're gonna keep it simple. Today, we're gonna do it straight on the pan, straight into pizza. Keep it simple and easy. At this point, what you need to make this really, really easy is something dry. Flour, all-purpose flour, or semolina, or something else like that. That's gonna make working with your dough really, really easy. Some people might wanna use olive oil. You can do that as well. I don't like it quite as well, but either way. And the idea is you're gonna coat your dough with this to make it easier to use. You're gonna take and gently tip your dough out of the container, and it's gonna feel very sticky, but you don't have to touch it very much. At this point, use a lot of flour. Don't stress about that. The more flour, the better. You don't want it sticking to your hands. You want that thing completely coated for the next step of the process. The next step is forming it. Now, some people will take it out, form it right on the counter, and we'll do a little bit of that. Get our flour all around. But you can start this first part by doing a very gentle push to define the edge crust. And you see this is very puffy. There's little puffs in here. And that just gives you a bit of a shape of the dough. Some people like a bigger, thicker crust on the edge. Some people don't like a crust at all. You don't have to do any shape if you don't want. But once you have that basic shape, you pick that dough up. Lots of flour makes it easy. And now you're gonna let gravity do what it does. You'll notice I'm using the back of my hands. And all that's happening is I'm stretching it just a little bit. The gravity's doing almost everything. Now, for a thick crust, you might want to stop right there. Nice thick crust pizza, 9-inch pan. Throw it in, and you've got yourself a beautiful, sort of big, sort of pan type pizza, thick type pan pizza. That's about an 8-inch size. Stretch it to a 10-inch size, and you got yourself sort of a medium thickness pizza. You'll see that I'm not doing hardly anything. It's all gravity. Or if you take it to a 12-inch size, you get quite a thin crust pizza, which in our family, that is the favorite. Today I'm gonna do kind of a medium size, about a 12-inch. Once that 12-inch dough, once it's down to 12 inches, you're gonna go right onto your pan. Simple as that. Stretch it out a bit if you want. You can pop these bubbles, but I kind of like the bubbles. I think they add some character to it. And we're ready to top our pie. So, at this point, you can open up your previously frozen sauce.
Father, what is on the pan that the underneath the?
Little bit of oil on the pan. That's what I forgot, but that's okay.
Yes.
Thanks for mentioning that. That's good. I do oil the pan a little bit. Then I gently put the sauce onto my pizza.
Beautiful.
You might not want to be that messy with it, but your 4 ounces of sauce should go just perfectly far enough. I don't like my pizzas super, super saucy, but it's as simple as that. To the edges. Try not to go over the edges. I did on this one a little bit, but no big deal. In terms of toppings of your pizza, I'm a less is more kind of guy. And today I'll just do a quick pepperoni one. I do a bit of cheese on here, and again, you don't have to grate a whole bunch of cheese. This is not a gargantuan process. We're trying to keep this as simple as possible. Sauce is made for you. You choose your toppings. Just do a margarita pizza, do a cheese pizza, whatever you want. I'm gonna do a little bit of, just a little bit of mozza, and I happen to be a pepperoni fan. I love pepperoni. I do a little cheese down, a little pepperoni on top. Sometimes I do a little more cheese and a little more pepperoni and double it up. Today we'll just do a nice little single layer for this demonstration. And once you have all your toppings on that you want on your pizza, it is just straight into the oven for 6 to 8 minutes at 500 degrees, and you are ready to eat pizza.
Yay!
And there we go.
Wow! It's a pizza!
Your cooking times might be different depending on your oven. I start looking at it about 6 minutes, but between 6 and 10, depending on how hot and how hot it turns out. Every oven is different. But here we go. There's your hot, crispy Trevor's pizza pie. So you didn't have to lift a finger to make the dough or the sauce. All the convenience of takeout with the taste and flavor of Trevor's pizza. Check back again at our YouTube channel as we make more videos. We'll show how to launch a pizza directly off a peel onto a pizza stone. We'll do thick crust pizzas. We'll make some Detroit style pizzas. Over the next months and years, there'll be lots of new content, and hopefully you enjoy your pizzas at home, and look forward to chatting with you in the future.
Yay!
Thanks.